The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the June 15th, the terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered. Go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. But inside that subject heading, if you would be kind enough to put radio show question in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Slightly mixed bag out here. The only mix is the trannies, which are up 100 points, 96 to be exact. 15,288 is the print. You've got the Dow off 113, the S&P down 9, NASDAQ off 84, Russell down 10, semis off 13. You've got gold off 11, silver down 40 cents, light sweet crude up $1.25. Leading the charge dollar-wise, the upside, you've got MicroStrategy up 18 bucks, 3%. Shopify 17, a little over 1%. Goosehead Insurance or Industries or something like that, up $6.5, 6.5%. Alzamend Neuro Inc. up $6 or 124%. To the downside, Chipotle off $32, 2%. Roku down 22. Mercado Libre off 20. GameStop 19. Novavax off 18. Google is down 16. So that's what's going on inside the markets. Let's do this here. Let's go to, I've got 3 questions in the queue right now, and then we'll come back to the general markets just in case more questions come in. I want to be able to get to everything. And so let's start with Mike M. in Sarasota. Mike wants to take a look at Wynn Resorts. Mike's question, please take a look at Wynn. Please confirm daily TD9 bottom count in candle 9 as you've got it on your Thinkorswim. Also just shy of 78% retracement. Retracement, can it reach 130 plus in the next week or so? What the TAS profiles look like. So as we take a look at TAS profiles, let's begin there. You've got price below the bottom of the daily profile. Bottom of the daily is 128.17. Been down below that for about 5 or 6 sessions. So that suggests, now what I do see out here, Mike, is I see a consolidation. I see this made some kind of a top out here. We'll go pull up my white background chart, see if it's a TD9 top or something else. But after this high that formed inside of Wynn Resorts, I then see a consolidation. We've got double tops, triple bottoms out there. So this is trading in, I would call the pattern out here, the real active pattern inside of Wynn Resorts is really the consolidation. And that consolidation looks, something like this. So your question is, will this get to 130? I would be thinking more like, will this get down to the bottom of the consolidation? Forget about 130. I say 130 is out of the question unless we see a TD9 count, which is really what you're asking about. So that certainly has possibility. But short of that, I'd say price may be targeting 120 versus 130. Price is just consolidating with inside its weekly profiles. We found resistance a month ago up at the top of the a monthly profile for Wynn. So certainly it's got some resistance out there. Let's pull over the white background charts for Mike and answer his question. Today will become bar number 9 of a TD9 count. The low of the pattern is yesterday, and so it's a valid count. A lower low could form tomorrow. Doesn't have to. So yes, the answer is you do have a TD9 count bottoming pattern that should complete today. is that enough of a signal to take a move higher? Well, Mike, you know the drill. We like to go to the short-term time frame, see if there's some kind of bottom, see if there's some resistance that has been taken out. In the case of the 15-minute chart, it made a Rhodes momentum indicator, a bottom actually did that at about 2:30 yesterday afternoon. There's nothing bearish about the pattern as we speak right now. I'm not going to worry that price stopped at the 126 level. That was an old TD9 breakout support level. Don't really think that's the reason why it stopped there. Could be, but 30-minute time frame chart, Rhodes momentum indicator, bottom signal. In order to get a change in trend on win, Mike, you need to see a close above 127.53. So that would be the number that I would be watching. But in answering your question, yeah, you're going to have a TD9 count. You've got a consolidation. If the TD9 count doesn't hold, price should head down to that 120 level at the bottom of the consolidation. Do I see it getting up to 130? Price is going to have to take out that daily oscillator and change line. And that, in essence, is almost near the bottom of the daily profile in the 128 and change level. So hope that helps you out, Mike. Thanks so much for writing in and listening to the show. The next question, David in Tomball, Texas. And you're looking for an entry point into Southern Copper. SCCO is the ticker symbol. So let's go ahead and punch that up on the screen. SCCO, as I recall, had an island bottom and an island top. The price is now down below that island bottom. Not really a good scene out there. So let's get rid of the A to B equals CD pattern. Prices below daily, weekly. There was a new daily profile that formed yesterday, below the weekly. And so the initial target to the downside, Dave, is going to be the bottom of the monthly profile. And that's at 59.22. Let's pull over SCCO, take a look at this other daily time frame chart, see what other signals. So today's going to be bar number 7 of a TD9 count. So no bottom there. So why don't we take a look at this? It could be tomorrow, Wednesday through Friday. So probably maybe let's check back in and look at this on Thursday to see what it's doing out there. The weekly time frame, what do we have? Weekly time frame suggests 58.66 is the downside target. So yeah, let's wait till we see some kind of pattern, because this could be an A to B equals CD to the downside. And if that's the case, Dave, let's go ahead and draw that pattern. I need to switch over to the black background charts in order to do that. And so let's take a look at Southern Copper. And so that potential, just potential. So that island bottom candle was on March 25th, had volume of 2.3. You're already at 2 million shares. So you're below that. The A to B equals CD pattern, should this come to fruition. The A point, the high of May 10th. The B point looks like it's the low of May 25th. The C point, the high of June 1. That gets you down to the 55, maybe 51 area. The swing point from May 25th had volume of 1.1 million shares. That was taken out yesterday with 1.3, and then today you're already 2. So you've got a confirmed A to B equals CD to the downside. So I'd be patient when it comes to Southern Copper, Dave, and hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The next question is going to go to Greg, and this is with regard to Bitcoin out here. And so you're looking for TD9 counts, TAS profiles. So let's just put up Bitcoin, BTC. I believe it is the July contract that would be trading out here. And so we're only going to have profile levels here, Greg, for the daily time frame. That gives us support at 34,672. One resistance level, because it's a slightly bearish structured profile, is where we're trading right now, 49.90. And then the top of that profile is 45,202. That's a daily time frame. When we come back, I'll get my other charts fired up for Bitcoin. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE. And you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at the July contract for Bitcoin for Greg. And so, Greg, Bitcoin formed a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. It did this on the trading day of June 8th when it formed that bullish hammer candle, followed up by a nice little bullish engulfing, which got priced back inside that daily profile. We took a look at it in the black background charts. You're only in bar number 3 today of a TD9 count, so there's no topping signal. Just price in a resistance zone established by that bear structured profile. But more likely than not, price will make its way up to the 45,202 level. If you saw it close above 45,202, then 58,395 would become the target. On a weekly basis, not enough data. I'd have to switch to the continuous contract to come up with something there. So I won't really spend much time on the weekly. And I would say that really the daily time frame charts are the best ones inside of Bitcoin to pay attention to. So, Greg, I hope that helps you out. I'll respond to the other parts of your question after the show. The next question coming in from Ray. And Ray wants to take a look at ticker symbol AI. So let's pull up AI on the black background screens here. We'll get the daily, weekly, and monthly profiles should they exist. And this is AIC3.AI Inc. Trading now below the bottom of a daily profile, 59.21. Not enough data, meaning trading bars, to get a weekly or a monthly profile out here. So let's pull over the white background charts. Where is price headed to now that it's below the bottom of that profile? Well, 53.68 is the number. Today should form bar number 7 of a TD9 count. Perhaps this will identify a TD9 count bottom on either tomorrow, Wednesday through Friday. If price breaches, and by breaches, I mean closes below 53.68, there could be other trouble out there. So, Ray, you're looking for What do you think? Well, so you're talking about the inverse head and shoulders, and I'm just not a head and shoulders kind of a guy. Not that I don't have dandruff. I'm just not a head and shoulders kind of a guy out there. So, but I see what you're looking at? Sure. But I like the tools that I'm using because they just clearly identify key levels of support or resistance, and they're definitive. Doesn't tell us whether they will fail or whether they will hold or not, but each one has a different message. But to the extent you're looking, Ray, for a bottom, I'd watch the 5368 level. I'd watch that between tomorrow and Friday, looking for a TD9 count to form and for it to form above that 5368 area. So hope that helps you out with regard to AI, and best of luck to you. So we've gone through each of the questions that have come in by email. Ruby had written in. She was asking about Dr. Copper. And I believe the question was, is copper now is now bearish? So I assume that by bearish, Ruby, and this could be a bad assumption, you're just talking directionally speaking versus it being in like a bear market or something like that. So I would think that's what you're looking at, but maybe not. But let me go answer with regard to copper, regardless of the question. Hey, what is Dr. Copper doing? So we're going to get, as soon as I can find the charts here, I know they're like right in front of me. I've just gone too far. I think I've gone too far. Where is it? Where is it? Copper, Bitcoin, T-bonds, natural gas. There's light sweet crude. That's not what we want. We want, come on, here we go. So here's the doctor. So as we take a look at this, Ruby, what, as I was mentioning, inside the Tiger's Den is that copper, and right now it is a July contract. That is the active contract. And let's just expand this out. You're going to see an A to B equals CD. Oops, sorry about that, folks. You're going to see, you were going to see an A to B equals CD to the downside. Now Stevie's just simply going to have to draw it in. No problem. So just going to expand this out just a tad. There we go. Let's get the A to B equals CD tool going here. And so our A point, that's easy to identify. That's going to be the high out here from May the 10th. The B point is going to be the low from May 24th, and the C point is going to be the high on June 1st. So the one-to-one price target for you can see prices running into a trend line. Let me get rid of the trend lines out here, just simply so that it makes it a little bit less crowded, easier to read. Get rid of the trend lines. System is a little bit slow because I have a number. I have a number of things running in the background right now because of some active trading going on. So here, when we take a look at copper, the first target, that A to B equals CD price level, is $4.26. Now, the reason that we're showing this A to B equals CD pattern is because this could be identifying the next major buy inside of copper. You're looking for a Gartley buy pattern. As I look at this daily time frame chart, I don't see any other Gartley buy patterns that have formed inside of copper. So this is really giving you a big opportunity. Now, the question is that price point going to be at 426, 414, 399, 382? I don't have the answer to that, nor does anyone else. But how do we obtain the answer that a Gartley buy pattern has completed? It's really simple. We have the tool to show us where those A to B, or there's really the C to D expansion levels are, or even where the one-to-one is. And then what we wait for is the cavalry. The cavalry will generate a bullish reversal candle if it's going to form a Gartley buy pattern. It is that simple. So you've just got to be patient. This is not about being able to try to buy the bottom tick. That's not what this show is about, for sure. Instead, what we're looking for are patterns that have completed or are about to complete, and then we use that to increase our probability of a trade. So you've got a nice little Gartley buy pattern that appears to be forming inside of copper. If I pull over my other charts here for copper, the white background charts, on a daily basis, you're going to see that copper topped with a TD 9-count pattern. Had a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. That didn't confirm until we got that bearish reversal candle on May the 12th. See how that kind of works? Just because we have these signals triggered does not mean that it's a top. In fact, we had a Rhodes momentum indicator top back here on May 5th. Why was that not a short signal? Because price is above a green oscillator and change line. There is nothing more bullish than a rising price oscillator above zero. And that's when price is trading above a Stevie's green line. That is its message out here. So it's working beautifully, the patterns here. Another level to be watching, because price is now trading below its first breakout level. And that is at $4.41. Again, the July contract out here. So price could be targeted at 403 level. Typically, when you break one area of support, breakout support, price will gravitate down to the next level, and that next level is $4.03 out there. So Ruby, I'd keep your eye out inside of copper because it may be setting up a really nice trade out there. So thanks for the question. Hope that those patterns there help you out. Tess, does anyone see this? Yeah, I see that. Let's see here. We've got a question. Steve, could you check out CRSR? So we can. Let me get that going on my other chart, CRSR. And let's go to my black background charts. Give me a moment to get there. Again, sorry for the little bit of speed issue we're having here, but it is what it is. CRSR. Hey, SR, I like that. But I don't know what CRSR is. That is Corsair Gaming. Wow. Big move yesterday. Sold off. Why did it sell off? Great question. What's the question? Could you check out? We are checking it out. So price is back, all the way back inside its daily profile. And so when you get back inside the profile, that says, no reason that price can't go explore support. In this case here, you're looking at $33.07 to $34. Let's pull over Stevie's other charts out here. And the other charts, what do they signal to us? You know what price was doing when it gapped up like it did yesterday, that wide-ranging bar? Right into TD9 breakdown resistance at 38.98. Couldn't bust it up? What we'll try to do, bust it down. Really, where it's busted down, I'd say the 33.07 level is more likely where ticker symbol CRSR is headed to. The confirmation will come from the 30-minute chart. We'll explain that as soon as we get back from this break.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Phone lines are open, 877-927-6648. Email lines are open as well. Steve at TFNN.com. Please put radio show question inside that subject heading. So back to the 30-minute time frame chart for CRSR. And so if we take a look at when this bottom back here on June 10th, there was a bar number 8 of a TD9 count. When did this top? Bar number 8 of a TD9 count. That was at 10 o'clock. That was yesterday. And now as we take a look, or maybe the day before, now as we take a look at it, the bar following bar number 9 formed just as we were going into the break, or really just about a few seconds ago, or a minute ago. Yeah, a minute ago. So now the key here is watching. So we were talking about CRSR moving lower. That confirmation will become this. So what we should see here is at least a bounce to where? The oscillator and change line, around 36.75. But if price takes out, that means closes below this low, the low that came in at 130, which was 34.70. That's going to signal move back to the 31.32 level out there. So that's what I would be watching on CRSR. I would still wait. I'd be patient on this because the pattern, you can't bust it up. So odds favor, and you're within inside that profile, you may get a further pullback out there. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The only other question that we've got came in the Tiger's Den, and this is coming from John, otherwise known as Z in the Tiger's Den, and his question was about the NQ specifically. And the question was this: is it possible that today's high or yesterday's move, either one, is a top of any kind of, I'm really paraphrasing here, a top of significance? Really the question is, as you see, at any chance the NDX made a record high Monday and is forming a failure and reversal and the start of a decline trend. So I'm going to pull open all of my 8-paneled NQ charts out here. So give me a moment to change screens. See if I can do this efficiently. And you should see 8 white background panels. So, John, let's just simply, and each of you out there, let's just simply go through, and each time frame is going to have a different message. The monthly time frame, let me just expand out on the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame says there's no problem in NQ land unless we see a close below Stevie's green line. Currently, that's printed at 13,363. That's the first thing. The second thing out here is prices trading above. It negated a TD9 count. That TD9 count inside of the NQ for the monthly time frame formed in January. And we've got price trading above that level. That's typically the sign of a strong momentum move to the upside. So the monthly time frame chart is saying, hey, we may have some kind of retracement, but it ain't over for me to the upside out there. So that's what I get when I take a look at the monthly. If I look at the weekly time frame, what kind of patterns do we have out here? We don't have any kind of topping signal on the weekly time frame. Price is below the oscillator and change line. Says, okay, we could get a further pullback, but no real damage on the weekly time frame chart here for NQ and not generating any kind of a topping signal. So now we've got the intermediate and the long-term time frame. Let's take a look at the NQ on a daily basis. Simply from the standpoint that today appears like it will become bar number 8 of a TD9 count. So if you're asking me, because as long as tomorrow closes above, this is going to be key, John. So tomorrow the close would have to be above 13,963.25 in order for a TD9 count pattern to form on top. Of course, you're saying to yourself, hey, Steve-O, I don't care if it's a TD9 count or not. I'm just asking you, is it possible that we're going to start seeing a failure here and a reversal and a decline? I'm trying to give you the pattern associated with that potentiality, which is not a word to my knowledge. But what we do have is a TD9 count. So that's what I'd be watching. So the answer is, can we have a top here? Absolutely. I think I've been mentioning that inside the NQ that we could see a TD9 count top between today and Thursday out there. And how will you get some type of confirmation that it's a top of any kind of significance? Well, first you've got to get the TD9 count. So that's going to require not much of a back off today and or tomorrow. And then you're going to have to see a close below that oscillator and change line. Then finally get back, which is 13,886. Then get back to the top of the profile, 13,714, before that's going to signal, okay, we now have some kind of decline versus just testing old levels of support that may in fact be resistance. So that's what the daily chart is showing. Hopefully all of that makes some logical sense to you. If we're taking a look at the 30-minute time frame, what do we have out here? Well, we've got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator top that led to a consolidation overnight, and then a break of the consolidation first thing this morning, and now prices perhaps targeting the 13,981.75 level. So, John, I would also suggest that not until we see a key level of short-term support, by short-term I'm looking at a 30-minute chart, fail, can we then just reach the conclusion that there's a change in trend. If there's going to be a change in trend, the first signals are always going to come from the shorter-term time frames. So the key level we're watching here is 13,981.75. That is its most recent TD9 count breakout level. That's from the 30-minute time frame chart. But there's more. We've got a 60-minute chart. The 60-minute has a TD9 count top. Its key level is going to be 14,006.75. So we've got 13,981, we've got 14,006.75. You've got key levels to be watching. In the case of the 120-minute chart, you've got a TD9 count top. So what you and I now understand clearly is with all these intraday TD9 count tops, it's not unusual to see price backing off. You would expect it to do that. But in order for the back off to mean something more than just a natural pullback to test breakout areas or key areas of support, you've got to see those fail. The 120 is 13,957. On the 240, you've got a TD9 count top. It was bar number 8. It's testing the bottom of its profile support. And if price closes below that, right around where we're trading right now, 13,953 is the number. And then finally on the 5-hour chart, it's 13,953 as well. So you got 13,953, 13,957, 14,006, 13,981. Those would be the numbers to be watching to help answer your question, because that's really where it's going to come from. What can sellers do? Can they break the back of support? Just like buyers, can they break the back of resistance out there? So I hope that helps you out with regard to the NQ out there. And thanks so much for the question. Let me check here real quickly, see if there was anything else that came in by email. If so, we want to get to it. And the answer is I don't have it yet, but let's just say the ISP, if there is one, has not released it. So now what do you want to do? Oh, Goldilocks. For sure, we want to go take a look at Goldilocks. So let's do the same thing here. I'll just stick with the same screen and switch over to gold. You've got monthly, weekly, daily. So what do we know about the monthly? And where my cursor is at, you're going to see bar number 8, TD9 count top inside of gold. Price right now below its green oscillator and change line. That says more of a retracement. 1706 would be its suggestion. Weekly chart, TD9 count top. It's gunning for 1840.10. 1840.10 is, in fact, the oscillator and change line. It changed colors from red to green about 4 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago. You're watching this. See a test and rejection. If price does not reject it, means closes below 1840, that's going to suggest a further retracement. Retracement to where? It could be 1679.40. That is the breakout level on the weekly time frame. Before that happens, gold is going to have to close below the breakout level of the daily time frame, which is 1821.30. It has a TD9 and a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. So tops on the monthly, tops on the weekly, tops on the daily out here. And on the intraday charts, price has not taken out yesterday's lows. And that's always interesting. At least it's interesting to Stevie out here. I don't really have any other patterns per se on the intraday time frames to assist us, other than what I just shared. Yesterday's lows have not been taken out. But more likely than not, the next area where Goldilocks is going to trade to is that weekly oscillator and change line around 1840.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. So one thing I want to pass on, we were taking a look at the NQ before we went to break out there. And John's question was both about the NQ and the NDX. So whereas, John, the NQ has a TD9 count, potential TD9 count top, because today's already bar number 8 and it was the higher high, you'll notice, I'm sure, that the NDX 100 has not made a higher high today. It does not have a TD9 count. It is in bar number 8, but the high of that pattern is yesterday. So in essence, in order for the NDX 100 to give you that topping signal, you need to see at least one more push higher. That would take place either tomorrow or on Thursday, and that could then potentially set the hook that you're looking for, to the extent that you want to also use the NDX 100 as a guide for helping to identify a top out there. Let's go to our next question. This one coming in by email. The next 3 questions by email. And the first one coming in from Hector and the fuel injectors. And Hector's specific question is with regard to Microsoft. I'm just going to bring my Microsoft chart up on the screen here. And Hector's question is, happy TD9 Taco Tuesday. Back at you, my friend. Microsoft is working on its TD9. Can you deep dive into it? And as we take a look at it, very much like the NDX 100 that we were just talking about. See how yesterday, well, actually today's a higher high. So you are going to get bar number 8 today. So this could form a TD9 count top. I know that today's a higher high because I already got Chapman wave number D, wave count number D that's on my screen out here. So that's how I know that bar number today's high is higher than yesterday. Whoa, what a cool trick, Steve-O. So, yeah, you've got that potential for a top. Again, that could take place on Wednesday or Thursday as well. Is this monster about to break out to the upside? Well, I don't know the answer to that. You know, you've got an A to B equals CD pattern, which you noted. You don't have a bearish reversal candle today, but you could have 2 different topping patterns. On this white background chart, I can't really draw in my A to B equals CD. I can put in a line, you know, so if I was going to put in a line, it would look like this. I draw it up to here. Then I would take that same line over to my C point, which is about right there. And then we take it over, and then you can see, okay, so all you're really waiting for on the A to B equals CD, or in essence a Gartley sell, is some type of bearish reversal candle, Hector, and we don't have that as we speak right now. So is this getting ready to break out to the upside? Probably not. I can't guarantee it, but probably not. Instead, I'd be looking for a top as opposed to a breakout. That's looking at the daily time frame. Let's look at the weekly chart. What's the weekly chart show? So the weekly chart shows you already have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, price struggling at the oscillator and change line. So it may just be waiting for the daily to complete its work out there. And on the monthly time frame, everything here looks very bullish. Support, key level support, 247.54 as we speak right now. So I don't think that Microsoft is getting ready to break out. I could be absolutely wrong on that, but instead I'd be watching over the next couple of days for a potential top. Really, tomorrow is going to be the key because you've already got bar number 8 today. So, Hector, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Happy Taco Tuesday. Back at you. Old Susanna writes in, and old Susanna wants to take a look at OGI. So what is OGI? Let's go find out. OGI is Organigram Holdings. Okay, I'm sure that's not how you really pronounce it. Here's what we know, Susanna. Price is trading inside a bearish structured daily profile. That suggests that you could see a move down to the 273 level. Your question is, what would be an entry point? Well, I'm going to go with 273 as we speak right now, but we'll look at my other chart, see if there's any other signals out here. Let's pull them over. OGI. Look at the daily time frame. We take a look at OGI. We can see price right now. So see how that oscillator and change line half a dozen days ago changed colors? And yesterday was a test and rejection. Well, today price is trading below that level. That level, by the way, is $3.12. You're at $3.10. The 2 pennies make a difference. Technically, yes. As long as price trades below that oscillator and change line, Susanna, that 273 looks like the area for the buy. Your next question was on ticker symbol, and I'm going to do this off screen here, just in case anything were to freeze, was OSS. So OSS, let me get that fired up on that white background chart, and then to just simply waste time while that gets populated, let's go take a look at One Stop Systems. Now, this has a brand new daily profile formed yesterday, bullish in structure, looked like a breakout. It's using the Lee Corso, hey, not so fast method right now. So this could pull back in you're looking for an entry point. 550 to 568 would be the level. That's coming from the profile charts. If I look at the daily time frame, the actual entry level was this morning as price was testing the 595 level. But I wouldn't enter this trade right now. And the reason is you've got resistance at 660. So I'd wait to see, your ideal entry is, again, between 550 and 568. And that's what I would wait for at the moment with regard to OSS. So I hope that helps you out, Susanna. Thanks so much for listening to the show and writing in. We've got a caller on the line. Let's go to Gary. Gary in New Buffalo, Michigan. Gary, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
Hey, Steve. Okay, thanks, Steve. How are you feeling?
Very good, thank you. So
good. I love the Lee Corso line too. What a character. Yes. AAZZF. You looked at it before for me. It broke out. I'm looking at maybe how well you think it broke out and where you think maybe some upside or downside kind of ranges I need to look at. And I had a new one for you, that Rafa.
Okay. So in the case of A2Z Smart out here, the breakout looks pretty good. It's only Tuesday, and if price at the end of the week can close above 398, it should have the volume. The volume from the week that began, February 22nd, was 872,000 shares. You're already at 470 at 148 on a Tuesday. But price is still below that resistance level, so you're watching 398. A close above 398, you've got that breakout going for you. As I pull over the white background charts, today is going to be bar number 8 of a TD9 count. This says you could see some type of short-term top that would take price back to support, and support would be in the 339 level. And that top could form if there's a higher high that occurs either tomorrow, on Wednesday, or on Thursday. If you don't get that, then you don't have a TD9 count top, and you're just really dealing with a volume breakout kind of a scenario. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you. Great insight.
Okay, so we got that one. The next one was ticker symbol RAFA. RAFA. Pretty amazing that Rafa lost at the on clay courts in Paris, huh? But I know that's not what the Rafa you were talking about out there. You're talking about RAFA, the ticker symbol, which is Pharmaceuticals. So tell us what you're doing and how I can best help you.
Okay. Well, it's for me, it's a longer-term play, but the idea is there's some fundamentals in it that are big, but on the same token, it's had some resistance because of some bookkeeping issues that he's got to get done. But I was just curious. There's been some, like at the end of the close yesterday, there was a big buy in it, and I'm just curious what you're seeing in it. My word is that it's ready to break out, but I want to hear what you have to say.
Sure. So I think we can give you a very definitive price to answer your question about a breakout, and that's going to be $2.24. $2.24 is the top of the slightly bearish structured weekly profile that formed this week. That's where it ran into resistance yesterday, and if you can close above that on Friday, then price would be above all profiles, would suggest a run higher. Now, the run higher, probably the $2.85 area is what I would be looking for. But that's what I see when I take a look at Rafa. What other questions do you have about Rafa specifically that maybe I didn't answer for you?
Need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Sorry about that, Gary. Stevie's getting a 5-minute major for violating the shot clock out there and not paying attention to our commercials. So now what I don't know is what you did hear or didn't hear, but I want you to know 224 is a key level of resistance. So what questions do you have that I haven't answered on?
You got it. I actually was hearing you. Nobody else maybe could hear you. But here's the last thing. You were so spot on where to add to on AAZZF, and then it shot up. I'm looking for a point in your mind where you might add more which I'm a long-term player, so I'm looking to add on Rafa. If it breaks down again, because it was trading under 2 on that 170, ish 178, 180 range last week. So I'm just curious what your thoughts are there.
I would say the range is between $1.67 and right now $1.93. That's the $1.93 is coming from the daily chart, and that's the oscillator and change line. $1.89 is the top of that profile. So that would be at a retracement. That would be a nice level. But of course, I would also then look to the short-term time frame chart to see if there's any kind of a signal going on that's at the same time. So I'm going to have to go with that as the range right now. And let's see if resistance holds. But if it doesn't, meaning it closes above 224, then this thing heads to that $3 type area.
Okay, thanks, Steve. I appreciate everything. I know it's the end of the show. Be well and make it a great day.
You bet. Thanks so much. That was Gary in New Buffalo. And let me just put this chart out here for Ruby, who was asking about FCX, Freeport McMoran. It has an A to B equals CD to the downside, much like copper does. The difference here, this chart today is going to be bar number 9. That was a gap to the downside out here, Ruby. So it could be a lower low tomorrow. Could be a failure type pattern out here. But as I had mentioned to you, because we know that the Aussie dollar and FCX tracks each other, look for a nice bottoming signal there, too. This could be a nice Gartley setup inside of Freeport McMoran. Folks, stay tuned for 2 more great hours. If you're off to start your Tuesday, we want you to have a terrific one. And then tune back in tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Trader's Edge Show. Have a great day, folks. We'll see you soon.